Hello! Today the video will be slightly different because, as you can see from my face, I'm a mess. And I'm not even talking about the beard, which looks like I just served a 12-year sentence in Azkaban. It's true, this week I've been sick because I caught, guess what? Chickenpox. Yeah, I, a young man of my age, got chickenpox. Oh, but isn't chickenpox a child's disease? Well, no, it's a virus that's common to catch as a child, but adults also catch it if they never got it as a child. That was my case. The thing is, and I didn't know that, in adults chickenpox is a bit more dangerous. So, how was my adult chickenpox experience? For me, it was pretty rough. I was even entitled to a trip to the hospital in an ambulance. So, from the beginning, in the days before the first blisters appeared, I had headaches, my body was sore, and I was constantly tired. You know, more or less the same as after I see a Donald Trump speech. Then the first blisters appeared, but I wasn't totally sure that it was chickenpox because they seemed like normal zits. They popped up on my lip and on the head. It was only on Saturday, after feeling quite ill and with a fever, that I thought to myself, maybe this isn't normal, maybe. And I went to the hospital. At the hospital, the doctor looked at me, asked me my age. I said I was 38. Then she spent the next half an hour laughing because I was 38 and had chickenpox, and told me to go home. Still on Saturday, I went from 2 or 3 blisters to lots of blisters. Seriously, they appeared all of a sudden. From one moment to the next, my face looked like a minefield in Iraq after 25 people went there to perform a whole tap dance musical. It just blew up. So there was no doubt about it, I had chickenpox. So I did what everyone advises that we do when we are sick. I went to Google to look up the symptoms. And that's when I learned that chickenpox in adults is more dangerous than in children. And then I tasted a bit of this danger next Monday. I woke up in the morning, I was fine, went to the kitchen, made my coffee, prepared my breakfast, and then suddenly I felt sick as hell. I became very ill, began sweating a lot, and I was really dizzy. I sat down at the table, laid my head on my arm, and put myself in a comfortable position so that I could faint. And there I stayed. I confess that I don't know if I did faint or not, but I believe I blacked out. But because I was disoriented and I don't know how long I blacked out, I don't know if I fainted or if I just lost time. Anyway, when they found me, I was all wet, sweating profusely, with a fever, breathing very quickly, without reacting to anything. I was knocked out. I could hear people talking to me, but I didn't have the strength to be able to respond. Kinda like when I was in school and I had math class. So they decided to call an ambulance. And that's when I saw that it was quite bad, because they decided to call an ambulance and I didn't say no. In my head I thought, well, maybe this ambulance thing isn't a bad idea. But that's also when I began to imagine the title of the newspapers the next day. Like, Alfie Matt dies at age 38 with chickenpox. Lol. I mean, people already don't take me seriously. Imagine if I died with chickenpox. So the ambulance came in, they got me in there, and they said that a bit longer and I would probably have gone into a coma. I thought of a great joke to say there, but I didn't have the strength to speak, so I was kind of sad because of that. On the way to the hospital, my mother, who was in the ambulance with me, thought it would be pertinent to ask the paramedic if she didn't recognize me. You know, it's that guy who makes videos for the internet. And the paramedic said, oh yes, indeed, he did seem familiar, but I wasn't sure. And I thought, oh good, because my biggest concern right now was to make sure that everyone knew that this guy here in pajamas all sweaty, smelling like a dead horse, and with a face that looks like my favorite pastime is to headbutt broken bottles, is me, you know? Thank God there's no doubt. Basically, I spent the day in the hospital, and among other things, I discovered that this vein here is hard to find. At least that's what the nurse told me after spending 8 minutes rubbing a giant needle here trying to find my vein. The doctor who treated me was quite brave, because I had woken up in the morning, I didn't eat anything, I did not brush my teeth, I had a fever, and she spoke with me from a distance of less than 7 miles of my mouth. Okay, so I found that quite brave of her. Anyway, I took a number of exams there at the hospital. I took a serum, I took an antiviral thingies, and at the end of the day I was discharged. I had the fever only one more time, and I got a lot of blisters. A lot. All over me. I mean, I came to a point where I swear I could see a constellation here next to my left nipple. Seriously, my face, as you can still see, looked like a target in a BB gun shooting range. And my torso, front and back, I tried with a pen to do that game where you connect the dots, you know? And in the end, I swear, it gave me Picasso's Guernica. I also had blisters in my feet, hands, legs, everywhere. Yes, everywhere. There too. So today is Sunday. It's been 1 week and 1 day since I had chickenpox. Supposedly the worst is over, but as you can see, I still have a few days before I'm fully recovered. Interestingly, one of the things that I had the least, which is quite common in chickenpox, was itching. Basically, I didn't have any itching. Maybe it was because I was concentrating on that other bit. What's it called? Oh, trying not to die. And that's it. That was my experience of having chickenpox as an adult. I hope you've enjoyed it, because I didn't. And please do not forget to subscribe and do share this video, okay? Okay, bye.